All right, let's take notes for Chapter 10, Lesson 7. You are going to use the acted out strategy to solve pattern problems. So let's take a look. You can find patterns in fabric, pottery, rugs, and wall coverings. You can see patterns in shape, size, position, color, or number figures. Sophia will use the pattern below to make a wallpaper border. What might be the next 3 figures in the pattern? Use the graphic organizer below to solve the problem. Go ahead and draw the pattern blocks that they have here. Let's see. I see 1 trapezoid and then 1 triangle. 1 trapezoid and then 3 triangles. 1 trapezoid, 1 triangle. And then 1 trapezoid, 3 triangles. So I definitely see a pattern. 1 to 1 and then 1 to 3. 1 to 1 and then 1 to 3. So let's work through this problem. What do I need to find? I need to find the next 3 figures in the pattern. What information do I need to use? I need to use the shapes of each figure in Sophia's pattern. How will I use the information? I will use pattern blocks, or in our case, we're going to draw the pattern blocks. I will use pattern blocks to model the figures and act out the problem. So, let's see the bottom here. Solving the problem. Describe how you acted out the problem to solve it. Well, let's do that real quick. First, let's take a look. Where are we? We're at 1 trapezoid, 1 triangle, 1 trapezoid, 3 triangles, 1 trapezoid, 1 triangle. So the next shape in the pattern must be 1 trapezoid, and 3 triangles. Okay, so then it goes back to 1 to 1. 1 trapezoid, and 1 triangle. Then it goes back to 1 to 3. 1 trapezoid, three triangles. Okay, so what did we do? Let's see. I used a trapezoid and triangle to model the first figure in the pattern. I used a trapezoid and 3 triangles to model the second figure in the pattern. I continued to model the pattern by repeating the models of the first 2 figures. These are the next 3 figures in the pattern. So that's what they found as the next 3 figures. We went ahead and went to the next 3 more, right? So that would be 7, 8, and 9th figures in the pattern. Let's take a look at another pattern. Draw what might be the next figure in the pattern. Well, before I try to do that, let's notice what's going on here. I see 1 circle. Ooh, and then I see 3 more added on in kind of that L shape. Oh, and then I see 5 more added on that L shape. Then I see 7 more added on in that L shape. So they keep adding another roll or another side and top each time the pattern continues. So if I was going to add another side and another top, let's use yellow here, right? So now I have a 4 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what they have right now. And if I added another side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they won't let me draw that because it's too close to the top. Here we go. Right? So then I would have my next figure, which would be a 5 by 5. So I added on, let's use a different color here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So first I added 3, then I added 5, and then I added on 7, and now I added on 9. Huh, that's kind of neat too. And we started with 1. So what do you need to find? Well, you need to find the 5th figure in the pattern. What information do I need to use? How many circles are in each figure? And then how I use the information? I will continue adding on circles in the same pattern. Right? So we noticed that they added a top and a side, a top and a side, a top and a side. So that's what we did. We added a top and a side. Now, patterns, are unique. They might be growing patterns like this. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It might be the opposite. Sometimes they get smaller and smaller and smaller. The pattern we had before, over here, that was a 1 repeating, right? It would repeat between this figure and this figure. So you need to look, whether it's a repeating pattern or a growing pattern or a decreasing pattern. It's up to you to notice what's going on. So your practice problems tonight are just to answer these 2 questions with the problem we just did. So you'll need to draw these figures, including our 5th one that we created, and then you need to answer these 2 questions. Use the figures to write a number pattern, then describe the pattern in numbers. Number 2, what might the 10th number in your pattern be? Oh man. So you can draw them out if you'd like. That's a strategy, act it out. Or you can keep following the number pattern that you find from question 1. All right. Have a great night. Enjoy your practice problems, and we'll see you tomorrow.